Везде абсолютно одинаковая игра, я вам говорю. Даже по графике особо не отличается. Но насколько она кайфовая. Девочка с буром, это просто... Так. Значит, у нас Incredible Crisis. Что у нас сразу на экране? Вы видите, это у нас Пёсу. Да, это животное, которое зовут Пёсу. Это у нас японская игрушка, где мы будем играть в мини-геймы. Это у нас... Он просто помогает нам в главном меню, то есть ничего такого. Это один из персонажей. Он будет у нас появляться так в мини-геймах, но мы особо на него не обращаем. Вот. Потом можно будет в меню выбирать, кстати, эти мини-геймы, играть какие-то. Так как перевод японского, кстати... Это вот одна из тех игр, где можно прям наблюдать, как с японского переводили на английский. Вот шрифт японский, не помню какой Unicode. Вот. Вот шрифт японский, вы видите, да? Но написано все на русском. Кстати, мы на втором PlayStation играем. В игру, во-первых. Но это ничего такого, у них обратная совместимость.
Basically, if you ever play Bishibashi or WarioWare, this is like the same thing, but with a story mode. So you actually play.
Да, если вы играли в WarioWare, то да, это очень похоже в Bishiboshi.
In the game, and also, I do want to say about this as well. This is the first time that I'm actually commentating over.
Вот, очень клевая игрушка на самом деле. Вот вообще игры с мини-играми. Это клевые игры, потому что в них очень много всяких реиграбельности. Вы можете бесконечно в них залипать и все остальное. Да, господи.
Without further ado, we'll start the timer in 3, 2, 1, now.
Okay. Поехали.
All right, so first of all, I want to thank our amazing donators for
Значит, я вам расскажу, что у нас есть семейка. Сейчас у нас что вообще происходит? У бабушки день рождения. Вот. И все вот это вот происходит в ее день рождения. И она этого не помнит, короче, что у нее день рождения. Вот. И тут каждый член семьи готовится к ее дню рождения. Типа. Домохозяйка готовит ужин, естественно. Вот. Ее муж, получается, работает, и все остальное. И с каждым членом семьи будет определенная мини-игра. Мини-игр достаточно много. Самое первое, по-моему, танцульки. Да, мы будем танцевать. Да, вот. Прощай, Imperial Development Company. Да, вот мы будем танцевать. Нам нужно нажимать кнопки просто, как показано на экране. Вот. Ну, типичный Dance Quest. Если знаете Парапада рэпер, вот это что-то оно. Просто танцульки, мини-гейм танцулек. Это мы на работе танцуем, да. И это нельзя поставить на паузу, чтобы вы понимали. То есть мини-игры нельзя поставить на паузу, ты постоянно должен их доиграть. Если ты не доиграл, то играй заново, типа. Вот тебя мама позвала борщика покушать, вот значит, ну все. Ну ты проиграл, значит. Такая дела. Все, тут пошел экстра левел, степ-мания уже какая-то. Щук. Так, мужики, сейчас встаем со своих седалищ. Встаем на ковер своей сочевальни и показываем всем брейк-дэнс.
So we're playing as Teneo, so Teneo's the dad. Later on we're playing as Etsuko, Ririka, and Tsuyoshi. But take note of the person behind Teneo, which is... I just realized this because, shout out to Yorkie, by the way. Yorkie found a lot of lore for this game. Yeah. Mash X.
Yeah, so we're being introduced to the main character of the game, who is button mashing.
Yep. And that woman in the background is actually connected throughout the entire game when you
Yes.
see the cutscenes.
So you don't actually have to fill this up.
Да,
if
тут
you
мы
don't,
сейчас
it's kind of
говорит
funny. You see this
комментатор,
exact
что
same scene
мы
when Taneo's
должны
looking all sad 'cause he
нажимать X, месить кнопку X, как банши. Вот, чтобы мы вертелись
Game
как
clear.
банши,
Alright.
как невозможность.
Hooray.
Okay, so like, so basically the basic story of this game is that you have 4 family members and they're trying to make it home
Пропускаем
in
все
time for Grandma's
касцены.
birthday. And Taneo is starting off at the office. Unfortunately, there's a construction mishap that happens outside, and a giant.
Сейчас будет у нас боулинг, нам нужно избегать шарика. Вот.
So now you're in this chase minigame.
Короче, если сейчас будет дальномер такой, ну не дальномер, такой показатель. И он,
So, yeah,
если
the
становится
idea is
красным,
you
мы
press X
бежим.
to run, but you do not want the
Yeah.
bottles at the ground to fill.
Yeah,
To
the
deplete.
bottles are your stamina meter, basically.
And I have to kind of duck under the ladders as well. It actually doesn't really
Вот,
matter
у нас
if I hit
есть
them at all,
препятствия, нам нужно
but,
избегать
I would
препятствия.
like to avoid them because it looks
Вниз,
cooler.
вверх, влево, вправо. Вот, но нужно
And it's
типа
actually over
пить
now. So that's a pretty simple
пиво
short one.
так, чтобы
The speed
ну,
strat for
не
a lot of these
переборщить.
games is actually just pretty much just don't fail because a lot of them are just on an automatic timer.
Yeah, there are a few you can speed up though.
Yeah, this one. This
I
is
think
one
this
of
is
them.
one of them. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Это у
I'm
нас
now on a falling
лифт Дума.
elevator, and
То у вас
this
самого
elevator,
Дума вы
you
ничего не
usually have a
путаете.
big red stop falling button.
О, сейчас нам нужно
Yeah,
остановить
but
лифт
it's a quick
вовремя.
mashing minigame.
Yeah.
What?
So I guess we'll be introduced to Mashing's cousin, who is dropped inputs. This,
Yeah, this
Мы
game
должны
can actually
кликать
jump a lot of
на,
inputs.
короче, кнопку и
Which kinda
уворачиваться от падающих шапок. То есть мы
Ага.
должны отпускать, ну, вот.
Ah, too bad.
Alright,
Вот.
GDQ, we need you
Короче,
energy.
мы должны нажимать
It's like a
кнопку и
very-
отпускать
it's like a
кнопку
very
тогда, когда у нас
specific
на что-то падает,
I
чтобы
have
у
to
нас особо
push the
синий
button at in order to
показатель
bypass all the lag frames.
вниз
I'm
не
not doing
падал.
that well with it right now.
Вот.
Let's try this one.
Okay.
После этого на нас упадет шар, и мы
Oh. And you
вытолкнемся.
have to hit the
из
button
come
before it
on.
hits 0. Okay.
Come on.
Phew.
Yes!
Yeah.
But this is not it. This is the first phase of the game.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yep.
Wait for it. Fritch.
We're not out of the woods yet. I might actually still fail.
Хлоп.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, he's flat right now. Comes back to life, and then phase 2 begins.
Да, это нужно будет делать еще раз.
Ah.
On.
Come on.
There we go.
There we
Yes!
go.
There you
Very
go.
nice.
Да, нам надо сделать 2 раза. И причем, понимаете, мы падаем, то
Ideally, I
есть у нас
stop it at
всего
like 800.
километр на падение.
Um,
То есть, если мы 2 раза за
so
километр, мы
elevator
потом
explodes,
заново
and he gets
начинаем
thrown
эти
out the
2 раза
window,
делать.
And he lands on this flagpole here. This one requires a little bit of my focus, so Juho can explain it for me.
Okay, so basically there's a bar that
Так,
Bramhall
ну,
hit
равновесие,
at
это у
the
нас...
main area of the game. If
Нажми,
he hits
чтобы
at the
взломать,
area,
как
he
говорится. Если вот
the,
когда-нибудь в
balancing,
играх Bethesda взламывали
minigame,
что-нибудь, это что-то похожее.
hopefully he could get all the greens.
Ну, короче, нужно... У нас просто показатель дергается с разной скоростью, с разными BM, и нам нужно всегда на красный нажимать.
He got
Ой,
one
на
miss,
зеленый.
so
This
he
should
has
be a
to do
short
this,
one.
like
Yeah.
balancing minigame right here.
Actually, I
So he
think
has
the
to bring that
earlier on
bar.
that you fail, hello.
Yeah. Blue isn't too bad because he's still.
Сейчас, ну, спрашивали, почему спидранит это, потому
Yeah,
что
he
здесь...
has to make it into the green,
Ну,
green bar
представьте, вот
anyways.
в
And then if you have the
мини-играх
red
вообще надо
box,
все делать идеально.
basically
То есть,
he
если
would
ты не
fall,
сделал в мини-игре что-то идеально, ты
yeah.
идешь играешь заново. А мини-игры
Climb
ну, в
back up.
90-х,
Yeah, it's
на
just
старой
gameplay.
консоли, это
First
не те
cutscene that I
мини-игры,
don't
которые
skip here.
сейчас есть. Вот, поэтому это вообще разные вещи, и поэтому это и спидранит.
By the way, even though these cutscenes provide context, this game is still very nonsensical.
This game is just silly
Yeah.
in its way.
Да.
So we got the globe that was dropped by the construction workers in the building, and then
All right, so
part
that's
of the statue actually falls on him.
so that's the end of Taneo
Вот
chapter
такой вот
1. At
каламбур.
the end of every chapter, I have a report card. Did very bad on the elevator one, but
you
it
still get an
gave me an A
A+.
plus and 2 extra lives.
Yeah. I wish
Если
like,
честно,
every
знакомство
kind of
с
report card
Танео у
would
нас
be
не
A+ on that
закончится.
kind of rating.
У нас
Exactly.
будет еще
I would have gotten
Что-то
grounded a lot less
подобное.
as a kid. All right, right, so now I'm in an ambulance, and the way they're kind of making sure that I have brain activity left is they ask me a bunch of yes or no questions.
Yeah.
If
And
I get
some
the-
of them are very tricky.
If I get them wrong, then I have to be defibrillated. All right. Are you still alive? Is Maine the northernmost state in the U.S.? What do you think, audience?
В общем, нас спрашивают что-то, нам просто надо отвечать правильно, мы, ну,
Is
типа,
basketball a sport played
помним
by
или
5
не
people per
помним.
team?
По сути, здесь...
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Is soccer played by 15 people
По
per team?
сути, здесь, ну, вы не можете знать правильного ответа. Тут,
Aw.
типа, вам нужно отвечать
here pulling
максимально
Santa's no, they're
не шокирующие какие-нибудь
Later on,
вопросы,
you'll
то
see like
есть,
some math puzzles.
не
California
выпадающие
the
из
westernmost
рамки
state in the
величия,
US?
или
No.
вообще, ну, знаете, как вот на математике,
It would
физике и
get-
так
it would
далее,
get
но
weirder
вообще
with
в
the
точных
questions.
науках
Yes.
странные эти задачки.
Yes.
Тут то же
For
самое.
those kind of
Тут,
math
то
questions,
есть
you
вам
just
нужно
only
просто
need to
отвечать
look at
правильно
the
на
last
вопрос.
number
Yep.
of the math question. You see like
Вот
the
это
long text,
прям-
what multiplication it is.
Вы смотрите, что
You just need
задают.
to
Вот
look at
просто
the
если
last
внимательно
number,
смотреть.
and then you would find out what, whether is it right or wrong.
Oh, these are annoying
This
because
one
it's
is
two
the
text boxes.
worst
Yeah.
one.
Is Pierre the youngest? No. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Пьеро, если
no.
что, вроде.
Alright.
Пьеро
Alright.
это... Я не помню, кто такой Пьеро.
You're confirmed to have brain activity and be good to be
Пьеро,
released.
по-моему, нету в его семье.
And the method of release is they push me out of the ambulance.
Yep.
So now let's go by stretcher.
Все,
Alright,
мы
so
сейчас
the
будем
idea
на
behind this
носилках
one is
носиться.
there's a bunch of
Носиться
obstacles
на
in the way,
носилках.
and
Весело,
I have to
правда.
avoid them.
Мне тоже нравится.
See, the roadblocks don't actually hurt me. They just kind of make me spin out of control. So what I
Да,
actually wanna
здесь
watch out
у
for
нас
is the
такой
motorcycles and
вот,
the cars. But here's a little trick, right? If I go all the way to the side, I kind of bounce off the wall.
Скроллинг,
Up.
beat'em up. Ну,
And if I just keep doing that over and over and over again, I kind of stay in the margin of the roads, and most of the stuff will miss me. It's not foolproof, as you can see. I can still hit the roadblocks, and that'll cause me to kind of waver back and forth. But you see that guy just went right by me. He looks like he should have hit me, but I'm all the way
Если
to the side
прижиматься к
here.
правому боку, то вообще
Yeah,
плевать,
the
что
only
будет
thing is that
происходить.
this does require a lot of mashing, and as you
Вам не
noticed
нужно
throughout
ни
the
от
game,
кого
there are a
уворачиваться.
lot of mini games that require mashing, so it can wear out
This-
your thumb or.
This doesn't require mashing, but this strategy does.
Oh, really?
You win! You're gonna hear that a few times.
Shoutouts to Yorkie Desu. I know he's in the GDQ chat at the moment. Shoutouts to him. He actually found this one, and it will be used on a later portion of the game as well.
Если
because
бы
this
мы ошиблись, мы бы доехали до
helps out
дурки.
a lot.
Да, он
this
не
is a good
пытается
night for
кликнуться, он
donations.
просто уворачивается от мотоцикла.
We've got a
Так просто проще,
$100
еще километр
donation
ехать.
from Quadriceps. Hey Jack, good luck on the run. You've got this.
Thanks,
Donation
bud.
goes to Runner's Choice, but I know you want to save your fellow kitties, right?
Yeah. Yeah, so the cars can still hit me even if I'm in the very side of the road. I'm gonna get hit a lot, but it's not gonna be enough to kill me. You can read some more. I'm sorry for the interruption.
Oh, no worries, yeah. $10 from Shadow Hunter. Choosing when to donate
Да,
is truly
игра,
an
если что,
incredible
достаточно
process.
детская история, то есть
$50 from Zelf.
рассчитана
I
на
thought I was ready
аудиторию
for Silly
помладше.
Block. I was mistaken. What is this? I don't even. $10 from Peculiar Zombie. Thank you guys for doing everything you do. You've been killing it. Thank you so much.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Просто так велик шанс пройти с первого раза.
Nice.
All right, we're letting this one play, I think.
Вот. Дальше у
I'm
нас
letting this one play because
фейерверки.
it kind of jumps from one context to the next, kind of out of nowhere. So
Сцена, которую почему-то мы не скипаем.
I wonder
Alright,
what
chat.
movie that is.
Alright, GDQ. Remember the person that you saw earlier in the game? She's back.
Yeah, she's kind of an important character. Her name is not my wife.
Her name is actually Fujiko,
Just
by
name?
the way.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. So Yorkie and I actually like discussed about the story of this game or the lore of this game. He found out that like the co-worker is actually called Fujiko, and then later on you would see one of the other characters as well. He's just named the Boatman, but we will get to that later.
Right. So we're coming up on what's probably the most infamous level of the whole game, and
Yep.
as a matter of fact, The audio for this is actually cursed, and anybody who hears it has 7 days left to live. So we're going to cut
Live,
it
fireworks,
the audience.
and колесо обозрения.
So this
Live,
is a
fireworks, and
massage
Ferris wheel.
minigame from Final Fantasy X-2, except
Любовь,
for you can't
фейерверки
see
и
it
колесо
diagram, right? You
обозрения.
have to go by verbal instructions.
So yeah, right now
Провокационный
the
вопрос,
audio is kind
правильно?
of muted for you guys, but what essentially is that there is a grid, a big grid, and Bramhall needs to find a certain point in that grid and then find a
В
certain
общем,
point, and then at the left side of
я
the-
не буду
the
объяснять,
game, there is a bar,
я не
and
буду
he has to
объяснять,
raise it
что
all
они
the way
делают
up
там.
to,
Вы,
the top.
взрослые люди, все
but
взрослые люди, знают,
the
как
sound is
происходит
just
и откуда
basically
появляются
not
дети.
family
Вот.
friendly. That's all I
Данный
can say. It's
процесс,
not family
мы
friendly.
данным процессом занимаемся на колесе
If you have
обозрения.
played this game before, then
И вот
yes.
они
Yeah.
обозревают
Like a very basic video on YouTube.
данный процесс.
But
You
yeah.
know the Japanese version of it is just way different, including the last part of the minigame as well.
I don't remember the Japanese version of this game. But yeah, what's interesting about the Japanese version of this game is that, like Juho said,
Они
it
семечки
is longer
раскладывают.
because there's
Ну,
two more
точнее,
minigames.
только один
One of
семечки
it is
раскладывает,
actually
а
his
вторая
final
помогает
minigame,
ему
which
в
makes
разложении
his
семечек.
actual cutscene in the American version kind of weird because there's no context for him escaping, a runaway exploding train.
Yeah,
but-
basically you have to read.
То есть, ранее комендант удивляется, почему никакого контеста
And
не
because,
было к этому.
English text is a lot less compact than Japanese text, they just didn't bother localizing.
Yeah, it would be way harder if they had to translate that to
Там даже
English.
диалог есть, если что.
Oh my god.
Alright. So as you can see, his stress
Так,
meters
скоро
are high
пройдет
because this is a time-based game, so it just gradually.
непроизвольная... Господи.
He's not really in any emergency. If he gets it soon, then he should be able to complete the mini game.
Почти.
Once he gets the next point.
Сексуальных утех еще никто не умирал, наверное.
Who's
If
coming
I
down
don't
the
fill it up,
wire.
Нет,
I'm
умирали.
probably screwed.
Coming
Сейчас
down
это
the
не
wire.
важно.
Oh no!
Oh, there we go.
All right,
Oh,
we got
yes!
it. Clutch.
That's a really good clutch.
Alright.
All right, I think we're good to play the sound again.
Yeah, the audio is uncursed now.
I'm not playing this, am I? I'm not.
Но вообще даже
Shows
на
so many
по-другому выглядит.
cutscenes 'cause, even though this game has great cutscenes, they do take a while to play. So
Yeah. So I'm probably another D. This one.
Вообще там катсцена конченая, там, короче, вертолет что-то взрывается и все
you can see
остальное.
the overall report card is pretty lenient.
Но это все конечное.
And now we're on
Alright.
to
I think I'm playing this one as well.
yeah.
No, I'm not. I skipped this. but-
Третья глава в дыму в Токийском заливе.
Okay, so basically what happened was that
Это его жена, и это жена
Taneo's
его.
coworker actually jumped down
Нашла.
from the Ferris
И
wheel
вот они
and
с
then
женой,
landed into a helicopter.
Yep.
And then right now
Как
we
в
are
«Песте
gonna
с плена».
defeat aliens.
другие люди делают
No,
людей.
the aliens are the good guys.
Забыл.
Or the
Yeah,
Ну,
yeah,
вы
you're
поняли.
defending
Oh,
the
actually
alien from the
defeat
Air
the
Force.
missile.
Дочка
Oh, there you
звонит,
go. The
да.
missiles that is going to the aliens. There you go.
And this is because he was told his daughter called him on the phone and said protect the.
Здесь мы
mothership."
будем
Yeah.
с пушки расстреливать инопланетян.
And it's very terrible. Also, you may
Почему
notice
мы,
the
будучи
UFO
бухгалтером,
looks
расстреливаем
like the
инопланетян,
Simon says.
непонятно.
That does actually
Take note
have
of that.
relevance later in the game.
НЛО? Да, мы расстреливаем
Everything would
НЛО.
actually come along like at the final
Yeah.
character of the game anyway. So
Exactly.
this is gonna be like a 90-second auto scroller as well. So
Yeah, you can go ahead and read.
I've got you covered. We've got $25 from the Jaded Mew, only catching the very end of the silly block, but wanted to donate during it anyway since it's my favorite part of the marathon.
Oh yeah.
Glad it's still going
ahead.
strong.
So they're occasionally gonna shoot missiles at me, but it's actually like I can let them do it because it doesn't hurt me or fill up my stress meter at all. So I'm just gonna kind of be sitting here going "Yay!" a lot.
You win! You win! You win!
You have time for another donation.
Yeah, I apologize.
No worries. We've got $50 from Ardaraf, and they just say, what am I watching?
The greatest game ever composed by the Tokyo Ska
Ювин.
Paradise Orchestra.
Best PS1 game ever.
Как не сойти с ума.
By the
Do
way,
not add me on Twitter, by the way.
the Tokyo Ska Paradise Orchestra is still active to this day.
Yeah, they're like one of the premier
Yeah.
musical acts coming out of Japan up there with like YMO.
Also, Rocket hits Teneo.
Это не у меня,
It's
это
like the
не у
fourth
них,
explosion.
все в порядке.
All right, so here we've got Titanic away. I'm on a sinking boat, and I have to bail out in the water. So what I do is I
Титаник в
press X to
гостях.
fill up the bucket
Нужно
and
выливать
triangle
воду
to
из
empty
лодки.
it.
Yeah,
Так как мы
so
пропускаем
unlike the
катсцены,
other,
непонятно вообще, как это
games,
все
this one
происходит.
where you
Вот.
start with a high
В
stress
общем,
meter, but
ракета
the
все-таки
water
добила
level
нашу
low,
вот
which
эту
is
турельку,
easy to do.
и мы приземляемся в
You won't
лодку
have
вот с этим
any
парнишкой, и
problem
вот
with the boat.
он бьет себя по голове кистью,
Oh, by the way, he's not pressing X, he's mashing.
и вообще все, что дальше происходит, вообще не имеет никакого логического смысла, мы просто убираем воду. Все.
Doing the water out using using triangle. Yeah.
Yeah, so unlike a lot of the other ones that have like a distance meter, I can't.
Просто
this boat actually
мы
does
выдернули
slow down,
пробку,
it doesn't
которая...
caption the whole time.
Yeah,
That
and
guy
Вот я
is
сейчас
unblockable.
прочитал свою заметку,
Yeah,
оказывается, что в лодке была пробка, и он ее выдернул.
that's fine.
Yeah,
You
Boatman
got the
right
bucket.
here. If Boatman lands on your head, it doesn't really do anything at all. Only the items that actually fly up will actually hit onto Teneos' head, and that one actually does damage. You will see on the stress meter on the top right. Basically, what he has to do is that he has to bring out his umbrella to actually protect himself from that.
I keep thinking that's gonna come down later. Yeah, see how it like the distance meter stopped when I let it fill up. We'll have to try to avoid that so that I don't lose time. Basically.
Right? Yeah, you just want to keep
Also,
your
I
stress
should mention
meter low
about
here.
this. This is not the only one.
Yeah.
This mini game is very notorious for being so annoying. You will see it like later on, but
Yeah.
this mini game repeats itself like a lot of times,
Yep.
and it's really strenuous.
В общем,
actually.
мы просто набираем полное ведро воды,
It is as strenuous.
пока не закончатся цифры, как всегда, то есть показатель счетчик у нас есть, мы набираем полное ведро воды,
Almost there.
выливаем воду, и у нас есть зонтик, и мы с помощью зонтика
Game
защищаемся
clear.
от
Hooray.
летящих
If I
на
failed
нас
that minigame, then there would be like a Titanic
предметов.
kind of animation
Oh yeah.
where he's like holding me like this.
Yeah. Yes.
So this is the mini game that in the English version they actually skip, which is to read kanji as quickly as possible.
Yeah, which gives you instructions on like what to do to like I can't remember if it's slow down the train or escape the train. But it's actually a really fun
It's
mini.
disarm a bomb, I think.
Train up,
Yeah. Yeah, it is disarm a bomb.
And also we're back home.
Yep.
Very sad we don't get to play as the dog.
Вроде это все ТНО. Да, мы
So this
закончили
is the
с
first
ТНО.
character done. We got 3 more left.
Yeah, the next character we're gonna meet up with is the mother, Etsuko. She is out running errands,
Yeah, yeah.
cooking ingredients.
Теперь
for
мы
birthday dinner.
будем
Yeah.
играть за
Who you
бабушку
will see
Эцка.
has many, many talents.
Yes.
Oh, you guys wouldn't believe what Yorkie told me about one of the mini games later on.
What? Or is it
Well-
relevant now?
It's relevant later, but we'll get to that slowly, slowly as we progress into this game.
Yeah.
All
So basically, there's bank robbers when she's trying to make a deposit at the bank, and she's trying to, she's doing her best Metal Gear Solid
Полдень
impression and trying to sneak
волков.
around the bank robbers. And so you have these 3 feeds of the bank robbers, and then like the map.
В общем, у нас тут, короче, Metal Gear.
Turns yellow, you want to go back into hiding,
И
it's
мы
red,
должны
and if you're moving, you will be caught.
идти вперед. Ну,
Surprise,
тут
surprise,
некий
I can't just hold
стелс,
down the button or
вот,
anything, I have to repeat
и
the
мы должны возле, ну,
Yeah, so
ходить
you
просто
checkpoint.
так же на одну кнопку,
Yeah,
если
usually
возле
this
нас
is the easiest one.
грабитель.
This last one is the
Ну, вы
hardest
видите,
one.
правый верхний экран, если возле нас
Oh, no,
грабитель, мы
no,
просто
no,
должны
no, no, no,
останавливаться.
no, no,
Yeah, don't risk it.
I probably could have made that. I would be waiting a while now.
Yeah, that's actually a
В
really
общем,
good
короче,
RNG.
грабили банк, пока мы в нем
By
были.
not going for the good RNG, he has to wait it out until like everyone goes all back to green.
Yeah.
All right.
I think you're good now.
I was good the first time. I just didn't realize. All right. So I didn't mention this, but if I get caught at all, it's a one-hit kill.
Yeah.
Мы дошли.
That's why he was playing so carefully. But if you stop mashing, then you'll instantly go back into
It's if I press
hiding.
triangle.
Oh,
All right. So you could, Juho could explain this one. Hopefully it's over extremely quickly.
Yeah.
Alright, so
This is Indiana Jones, basically.
Теперь
You're
нам
trying to match
нужно
the exact
сбалансировать
weight of
все.
what that pig is, and it's randomized. What that pig,
А, это не бабушка, это,
what the
кстати,
weight
ты
of
же
the
знаешь.
pig is.
Shout out to the Pistol Magazine.
Короче, мы должны
So,
сбалансировать
basically,
так,
there's, like,
чтобы у
four
нас
different ways that,
в обоих сумках
Bramhall
был
could get.
одинаковый
I
вес.
think he got, if I'm not mistaken, it was the 7 one.
Yeah, I think that's
Ну,
right.
тут одинаковый
Yeah.
паттерн всегда.
So
И
there's four
просто
different
ранее
ways
запомнил уже,
anyways.
что
He
куда
got,
ложить.
kind of an alright-ish RNG.
Легчайшее.
And yeah, he could actually find out what the
Переходим
weight is
ко
just
второй
by looking
главе.
at the top layer first, and then working his way through the whole thing.
Yeah. So I don't have the numbers written down. I just have the top row. So I don't know what that weight was. I think it was the 7,000 pattern. It used to be that we would check the weight at the start, and then we kind of realized you don't need to do that. Just look at the items.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay.
Yep.
New tech.
Yeah. Saved like all of 3
Yeah,
seconds.
it was found
maybe.
out
Yeah.
like very
Это
recently,
косос?
like a week ago.
Тут будет золотая
Yeah,
свинья.
most of the strats,
Мы
I
должны
mean,
будем
like, there's a
повторять
few of the strats
мелодию.
that were actually found like weeks before the run actually starts.
And you can
Tusco
see
or a
that,
golden
yeah,
pig.
exactly. You
Okay,
can see
so
the
yeah.
nice spelling error there.
Oh yeah, a Tusco.
All right, so here we have a little rhythm game. We have 4 button prompts that are laid out as an A minor 7 chord, and I have to just match what they're playing. I'm decoding a message to open up the
Это
golden
все
pig
те же
menu.
грабилы.
Yes.
Yep. That's
Как
exactly what it is.
это payday
This
для
is
бедных.
another rhythm game that you may see it from the first.
Степмания
game. It's
Осу,
like
короче.
concept, like,
Осу на
it's
экране.
more of the like Dance Revolution kind.
I like that little dance she's gonna do. If she does it. No. This is doing
Тут
pretty good. A lot of
путаница
the times
небольшая,
the
что
measure
тут,
drops
видите,
in
на
line, so.
полосах появилась
Так,
еще
Also, to
вертикальная
mention,
полоса. Ну,
This is
ой,
one of my
на,
favorite
на
soundtracks.
вертикальных полосах появилась еще
It's so good.
горизонтальные полосы появляются. И сложность в том,
Yeah, they
что
put the
ты
little horizontal
запутываешься.
line
Они
shit to try
могут
to trip me up. But
влево
the
и
pattern is
вправо
like
тебя
identical every single
запутывать.
time, so
Yeah.
I don't really care.
Ты уже рассчитываешь, какие кнопки ты будешь нажимать, но не все идет так
Also, you can
гладко,
kind of look at
как
the
ты
lights
хочешь.
at the bottom lighting up, and you can follow that.
Very nice.
I died on this part so many times when I played this for the first time.
Yeah, because like it's kind of
Perfectly.
overwhelming the first time, but once you get used to it, it's not hard at all because it's always the same.
Я думаю, что если ты играешь это в первый раз,
And we're
то
done.
не будет так
With the
хорошо
power of
получаться.
ska, you get to open up the golden piggy.
Alright, this is where context. This
And
is
it-
where context is at. So basically, the golden pig is actually called Benjamin.
Yeah.
Basically, there was a doctor that's actually called Dr. Benjamin, and then it reveals to be like some kind of secret weapon. And actually, the coworker comes back in this minigame right here. You will
Yes.
see her come right here,
Yeah, yeah.
right behind.
All right, so if I could just not crash into the wall immediately, that'd be great. There we go.
Alright. Yeah. So it turns out that
Еще одна
in
мини-игра.
cutscenes you learn that she's actually the main bank robber who's like
После
perpetrating
сноубординг нам нужно избегать
Yeah, I'm
атак
not sure what her
грабителей,
goals
которые
are. I
стреляют
haven't
со
seen,
своих
like, all the
Томпсонов.
methods in a while.
Вот.
So anyway, this is another chase minigame. I can't slam into the wall like I could on the stretcher.
Здесь
because the
прикол
wall
в том,
I can
что
Yeah, so the thing
ну,
is,
тут
you don't
реальный
have to go
сноубординг,
straight,
то
you're
есть
always going
есть
vertically,
короткие
so, like,
движения
that's why you
сноуборда,
do it
есть
back
длинные,
and
то есть
forth,
если
just to kind
вы
of
нажимаете,
make
отпускаете
sure
кнопку,
he's-
то
he's
ну, вас
just
заносит и все
minimizing
остальное. То
the
есть,
horizontal
ну,
movement, 'cause you
представьте,
don't
что
wanna
вы
get hit
на
by
реальном
guns or get hit
сноуборде.
or get hit by the wall.
The funny thing is that, to my knowledge, it doesn't damage me if I get shot. It just makes me lose control, and then
That's
if I,
true.
Then if I hit
It
the
just
wall,
loses
that's when
control, and that's it.
Yeah.
Which is
But yeah, what
which is still
bad.
Bramhall is doing is that he's just pressing left and right continuously, so he's not actually just hitting at the wall. I think Yoiki wanted to try this out by just hitting at the wall. He just couldn't do it, so
no, it
we just
kills you.
resort to
That's a great way to die immediately.
yeah. We just resort to actually just mashing left and right together. So
This would be a good time to read donations.
I've got you. We've got $20 from Huatzel. I played the heck out of the demo of this game, finally seeing the full version of it for the first time. UA!
Your way!
Вот они
$50
слышите, что
from,
кричат?
TMS.
Юмин! Всё, давай.
It'd be an
Чат,
incredible
мы выиграли?
prize if we didn't spare that cat.
Заходишь к сыну,
Good luck to all
спрашиваешь,
of today's
are you
runners.
Vincent?
Onward to 1
Он
million.
такой, а
Agreed.
$1
И вы
million.
вместе в этом хаосе идете играть в Incredible Crisis.
Yeah. And we're almost done with the game, so.
Want to hear the most annoying sound in the world?
You're gonna skip this, right?
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
Такие вот дела.
I think I don't do one until the plane.
Yeah,
that
he doesn't
makes
do
sense.
this one. So basically, what happens is that Esco goes all the way down into the abyss, and then what happens in the abyss is, I can just talk about the lore over here. It's like a secret facility that the military actually uses, and it houses like a lot of the aircrafts in there.
Так.
Yeah, so
Третья
at the
заключительная
bottom
глава,
of the
потом
cliff
будет
is just
бабулька,
a
по-моему.
random fighter jet hangar, and she says, "Oh, I have to go home and make dinner, and this is her only mode of transportation at the moment."
Сейчас,
Yeah.
сейчас мы, по-моему, на истребителе полетаем.
She's just that skilled. She's
Да.
a
No, so
snowboarder
this is
and
the
Выглядит как
This is
топовая
the part
пушка.
where Yorkie
Looks
told
like
me
Top
that,
Gun.
In the past, Etsuko
Да,
had
на
an
истребителе.
ex-boyfriend who knew how to fly jet fighters, and this is where it plays out.
Wait.
Нам
where
нужно
is that?
лететь 3 километра.
How do you
I
find that
know.
out?
Вот.
I have never heard
А,
of it before.
то есть
I
тут
only
тоже
heard of it
такой,
last week when Yorkie told me that this
ну,
part right
обычная
here
мини-игра, сейчас
is the
популярно
day when
на
the
самом деле на
ex-boyfriend
мобилке
was
такие
a
делать,
jet fighter, like,
типа Subway Surfers, все
and
знают,
he
конечно
taught
же,
her
ну
how
и
to
так далее.
fly jet fighters as well.
Is that lore called in his
Вот,
head?
нужно
Is that
уклоняться
lore?
просто от
I have the
препятствий.
instruction manual right here. Maybe
It
it says
was
there.
some kind of book that he read, like the Japanese manual for
Oh,
it.
yeah, either Japanese manual or a strategy guide.
Oops.
Самое еще интересное, что иногда в мини-играх задействуются разные кнопки, то есть это такой троллинг от японцев, потому что бывает, что, понимаете, вот нужно в одной мини-игре использовать, допустим, крестик, да, а в другой уже нулик.
Oh, by the way, this is all fixed. So basically, I would say
Ну, кто
someone
как называет,
is
конечно.
blindfolded.
Yeah, maybe. Not me.
Yeah.
Yep. This thing is all fixed.
Yeah.
It's another auto scroller.
Потому
I
что
used
у
to
вас
have it written down,
Circle,
and then,
Square,
I
Triggle,
just decided I'm better off just reacting.
Кросс, Триггер, Кросс, Триггер и так далее.
Yeah, we can read a couple more donations.
Стик,
I've got you covered.
D-pad,
We've got $30 from Tig.
Select.
I will admit this run has gotten me wide awake this morning, and the only thing I can say is this game
Starch.
is something else, and I
И
love
так
it.
далее.
Thank you for Silly Block.
Ну, в общем,
Also, the donations
Ова
for
из
the
Англии.
Blade Wolf DLC run. We are just a little over $10,000 away from unlocking some Metal Gear Rising Revengeance DLC.
Но если у вас копейка истребитель, то это, конечно, интересно.
We've also got
Каждую
$10 from Nathan.
тысячу
Watching Silly Block never
увеличивается
fails to
скорость
lower my
летящих
stress
к
meter.
нам навстречу
Can't wait for King's Quest. I wanna shout out my friend
истребителей,
Hannah,
и
who
у них
introduced me to the
меняются
King's Quest
маневры.
games.
Oh, I'm gonna watch this one. Because this is where we're introduced to the giant bear.
Yeah. So the giant bear is actually.
It's explained
made
later on.
By, yes, one of the kids. But we'll,
Всё,
it will-
теперь мы
it will be
должны с
explained
медвежонком.
later on. So you
Вообще,
see Eureka's
вообще, вся игра,
bear, so,
вот вы
what
ничего
Echo
не
is gonna do
заметили,
right
но
now is
вообще
defeat
вся
the
игра
bear, and she's the
вся
only
игра.
one that could defeat the bear
Yeah,
because
all-
everyone else
Everyone else is
went
dead.
о том,
all the
что
way
4
back into
члена
the
семьи
facility.
сражаются с большими плюшевыми медведями. То есть, ну, непонятно вообще
Okay, so
почему
I
и
have to hit
как...
the switch on the back of the bear. There's like
В общем, здесь нам нужно до пятого
predetermined safe
паттерна
spaces with the cursor
просто
and just
летать,
kinda mash it in
по-моему.
anticipation, 'cause it's not gonna
Просто
fire
особо
missiles
тут не
things that
постреляешь,
come out
ничего.
there. So I have to hit it 8 times. Hopefully I get all 8 of them. I have been missing them in practice.
Yeah, so what he has to do right now is that he has to hit from like 1, 2, and 3 on the middle left, and then 4, 5, 6, 7 shots on the bottom right, and then we'll come back to the
L9
middle
Space
one
Grinder.
later on. It's a fixed pattern, but if he misses one, it is gonna be on the bottom right, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, ah.
Okay, no, this one's gonna come really fast, so I gotta be careful.
Yeah.
Тут вот мы летаем, на
Wow,
пятый
okay.
раз мы нормально постреляем.
All right. I know 2 backups. The 11th one, I'm not sure.
Вообще,
Yeah, we never knew about the
у
11th
Тенео
one
тоже
because,
был бир,
we
но мы
have,
его...
like,
Он был в
bindings
касцене.
area where we actually
А сейчас
do
мы
all the
прям уже с ним
strats and
сражаемся.
bindings. We have never known how to do the 11th
Are
one.
you actually kidding me?
Oh
What?
no.
Летаем,
Alright, hold on. No, no,
летаем,
it's still here, still here, still
летаем.
here.
Still at the,
Вот сейчас,
Alright, well, this will
вот
be interesting.
сейчас
might
Райнер
even see the out of
ошибся
fuel warning.
очень сильно. Он сейчас мог пострелять.
Okay, this next one's really easy because it moves really slow.
Вот, да. Вот.
Yeah, it's the
То есть
middle one.
мы
that
должны
really
были на 5-й раз
difficult
стрельнуть, а он на
because,
6-й.
they just move by the bear in an instant.
Сейчас опять летать.
Okay,
Такой вот
bottom
геймплей.
right, I think.
Yeah, bottom right.
Bottom right, and then back to the left.
Еще должно угадывать, справа или слева
I
летать.
gotta not try to flick like that. That's gonna make me mess up.
В PlayStation играх тогда того времени
It's not the
редко
last one, I
было
missed three.
что-то рандомизированное. В основном все
You missed
было
three? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
заскриптовано.
That's
Three.
true.
Right. So I think it's gonna come on the bottom right again, if I remember correctly. But I'm gonna have to just rely on my reaction.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
Вы понимаете, что это,
potentially gonna
ну,
do that.
типа,
No, no,
медвежоночек, он просто стоит.
that was out of range.
То есть мы
Already got it.
расстреливаем
Nice.
That was the
медвежонка,
worst I've ever
который
done. I don't
просто
think I've
стоит.
ever missed 3.
You're just, you know, making
Another clutch.
suspenseful.
Который вообще как бы просто по аэропорту ходит. Он
Ну,
даже
ладно,
не в
fuel
городе,
warning.
понимаете?
It's time to start dinner.
Yeah, now Etsuko goes back home, and then the grandma's like, "What?"
Yeah.
And tonight's dinner is
So far
sukiyaki.
we have a subway come out of the ground, and we've had the mother come in with a fighter jet.
У бабушки день рождения, напоминаю.
Already a pretty interesting
Тенео
party.
покупал подарок, пришел тоже в
So
какой-то
mom and dad
фигне.
is,
Это на
they
истребителе
are
прилетело.
like
То есть
son
вообще,
and
что
daughter.
тут
We're gonna be
происходит,
playing
никто не
as
понимает.
Tsuyoshi later on, and Tsuyoshi is, I would say, the worst character amongst the 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with
These
that.
first 2 in particular are kind of tricky. Maybe the people who made this game agree because they only gave him 2 chapters instead of 3.
Yeah. He has the shortest he has the
Так, у нас
shortest
тут Тиоси.
mini games, if I remember correctly.
All right, so we're gonna put lore video right here because this thing is insane.
Тиоси это у нас ребенок.
And it's needed for the context, what little there is in this game.
Вот мы читаем мангу
Yeah.
о Годзилле
So the
и
bear
видим, как
grows,
лазером
and then
поражают
Tsuyoshi
медведя.
gets electrocuted. Wait for it. He wakes up.
Короче, да, Годзилла увеличила, а нас
Small.
уменьшила.
He's small.
Honey, I shrunk the kids.
Мы тот человек-муравей, которому не повезло.
I like how he was reading a Godzilla comic before that, kind of a bit of foreshadowing.
Oh yeah, this is my favorite part of Tsuyoshi. So the end comes in, and then kick him.
Сейчас мы будем бегать от муравьев. Или... Нет, не от муравьев, по-моему, от муравьиного льва. Муравьиный принимает за себя, а вот, да, муравьиный лев.
The name for the ent is actually
Который
like
охотится за
Ant-chan or
муравьями.
something like
Oh yeah,
that, if I'm not mistaken.
because he shows up a few times, right? He's like. ends up
It
being-
shows up at the end.
Царь горы, King
Alright,
of
so for
Hill.
this one, there's a sliding meter that goes across.
Все играли
the
в
middle,
детстве в Царь горы?
But then I have to watch out for mudslides.
Yeah.
This is very irritating because sometimes you can get like really close to the top and then it snipes you and you can't see it coming.
Yeah.
All right, what's this? So that was an easy
Yeah, those
one.
sliding, how you say it, like sliding pixels are supposed to represent sand.
Тут интересный такой тоже момент, такой геймдевский, что видите, да, просто идет пологая текстура, спрайт,
Oh, that's the worst
и
pattern.
чтобы придать ей
Yeah,
значение
not much I can do
текучести,
about that.
они просто даунгрейднули ее. Они просто даунгрейднули текстуру, и из-за этого, ну, в моментах
Nice.
это очень клево.
Okay.
Это очень клевый подход. В плане оптимизации и так далее.
Will you make it?
Oh, this is really bad as well. This is
Yeah,
gonna
I
be
got
all the
sniped
way
at the
the
very
back, yeah.
top. Because obviously, like when I'm close to the top, I can't see it coming. Oh, real? Whoa!
Nice.
I'm
Very
standing on the
nice.
texture. That was close. I'm skipping this. Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
Okay,
So this is the next mini game that Bramhall is gonna be counting because this is Kiss of the Spider-Man. Basically, it's kind of like the same as Nerd on the Wire, but it gives you like an extra kind of feature where
Yeah.
the bar actually
Ой.
appears when you actually.
Человек-паук.
move the screen.
yeah. After the first 3 of these, I'm gonna need
Такую
like.
мини-игру вы уже помните, она повторяется.
So the first one's pretty easy.
Нам надо
It
нажимать
disappears right
только
before
на
it hits, so you
зеленую.
gotta eyeball it.
By the way, if he misses,
Yeah, it's the
The-
balancing
the-
thing again.
Это не особо
spider
сложно.
is gonna be like the best spider you will ever see. So this part is kind of
Сложность
easy,
в
but the
том,
next two
что
phases are gonna be a bit harder.
полосу вы в голове просчитываете. Вы сначала видите тайминг, и только в голове вы просчитываете, и только тогда нужно посчитать и кликнуть. Сейчас самое сложное будет.
Close. One more.
Гений! Гений, просто гений.
Nice.
Полоса исчезает. У нас уже было такое, но там была полоса.
That
Здесь...
was perfect. Yeah, like
Вот
By the way,
представьте,
you
сколько
may
нужно
see
вот
it
это
as
поиграть,
easy.
чтобы
This
вот
is
так
like
вот,
one of the
ну...
hardest
А ведь
minigames
если не
in the whole
получится,
game.
вы это все заново
Yeah,
делаете.
I mean, I consider it easier than the other one because, you know, I have more time.
Но это
to
прям клапа, это прям
how to
очень
react.
клево было.
But that's only because
Раннер
the setup
прям
for it.
жесткий.
with the music.
And believe it or not, Bramhall actually found that strat.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it was found like a few weeks ago as well. So thank you, Bramhall, for actually finding this.
Oh, you're welcome. This is bucket again, right? Oh yeah. So
Yep.
yeah, I fall into the boat.
Первым мы
which is
должны
somehow
вернуться.
shrunken down with me.
yeah. And they don't
И вы не
even
поверите,
use
что мы
the
сейчас будем делать.
creative name.
Вы вот просто не поверите.
Again.
Or, yeah, it's just again.
Мы будем
Again.
выливать
Again.
воду
So
из
this one's a
лодки.
little
Yeah,
bit
he's gonna be
different.
doing
This
this.
one's a little bit different because there's a third
Опять.
thing that can fall out of the air that hangs a little bit longer. But other than that, it's the same.
Yeah.
Только здесь все немного сложнее.
I want to like try to also dump the bucket. Like when I see him fall in the air, I want to dump the bucket as soon as possible before he lands on me. That's a long one. All right, so this is.
Oh
great.
yeah, I also want you guys to know, like, before when you saw the cutscene that Tsuyoshi actually shrunk, now you're gonna be thinking in your mind, like, or in your head, like, how did the boatman actually shrunk?
I don't think we're gonna see that. I think I see
There is an explanation.
Yes, there is an explanation for all of this coming up after Tsuyoshi.
All right, this is a good donation time as well.
I've got you. We've got $25 from Froa. Never heard of this game, but the soundtrack is amazing.
I agree.
That's
Agreed.
just the impression that I get. And we've got $50 from a tall shade of the color red. Wow, keeping your bearings in that fighter jet looks tough. Ugh.
I think I can fit one more in there. Yeah.
$15 compliments from Adef says, a haiku. So happy to see the awesome commentator, Jewhorse, on this run.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Dude, chill. Wait, I didn't see what that was. Oh, it was the big fish.
And yeah, like the last one, you want to keep the water level low or else the boat slows down. And we're done.
Game clear. I like that little dance the boatman does. I think we're skipping this.
Спасибо.
And
Спасибо.
if I'm remembering correctly, this next mini game is very short.
Yeah, it's the same
Yeah,
as the
this is
bowling.
Mantis
Bowling Inferno.
Park.
Yeah, it's the same as bowling.
Теперь нам
Inferno.
нужно
I don't
бежать
think
от
they can
Богомола.
see it at all.
В общем, нам просто нужно выбраться из этого
And,
парка.
and it's about the same length too.
This time, instead of a globe,
Все то
it's
же
a
самое, что и у
wings.
Бати.
Yeah.
I can never tell if I'm supposed to go over or under the frogs,
Yeah,
but
and instead of energy drink bottles, it's like
I hit all four of those. Pencil.
Короче, у нас тут на самом деле по таймингу X нажимаем. Вот.
Clear.
there you go.
Если красным становится, то мы ее
All right,
So
so
this is where the end
в
comes
большей
in.
степени кликаем.
yeah, I'm actually gonna skip that one. It's too long. But it's another one where he comes home to grandma and she has a surprised look on her face because he's very tiny.
Yep. And funny enough, the end actually brings Tsuyoshi home.
And that's the end of Tsuyoshi's.
Yep, and now we've got
The daughter,
Ririka.
Ririka.
and we've got her lovely teacher.
But this is where everything will come into play with all the
Ригика,
context involved with
доченька.
Teneo and Tsuyoshi actually.
So Didika's story is that she cut school to go shopping, and so this one I have to kind of guide her out of the classroom.
Yep.
And if I get hit with chalk, I just die.
Yeah. So you're just trying to sneak around.
В общем, короче, сейчас нас будут кидаться мелками, и мы будем посылать
That's
детей.
actually bad because I need to move that guy.
You do need to.
But it's fine. I have to kind of.
В общем, в чем прикол? Нам нужно беспалевно сбежать с класса. Чтобы беспалевно сбежать с класса, нужно переместить Ририку в нужное место.
This one, I'm now out shopping in Shibuya and looking for the items.
Ририка. Ририка. Извините, пожалуйста. Комментатор не обладает достаточной дикцией для проведения такого мероприятия.
So basically, it's like the same as pound for pound. So there's 4 combinations. He is gonna look at the name of it, and then once he knows what name of it is, you can actually just go through it with it.
Yeah,
so I think
I only need
Уволен.
the peach one, right? If I'm not
I got
mistaken.
cherry, I think.
Oh, you got cherry. So cherry is gonna be like row.
Короче, нам нужно здесь
and then
выбрать
place,
товары
and
со
then next one's gonna be
скидкой.
like third row, first place.
И мы берем товар, смотрим, со скидкой он или нет, потому что, ну, там миллион всяких бутылок стоит, и мы смотрим, со скидкой он или нет. Это если со скидкой, то берем.
I mash start a lot to get through cutscenes, and sometimes I end up accidentally pausing the game. Wait, am I watching this? No.
Yeah.
No, I'm watching the next one.
You are, right?
I'm watching the next one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because that one she just walks out of the store. Nothing happens.
Yeah. So you get an A+ for successfully skipping school and shopping.
Yes.
I love it.
They're testing my survival skills on the way out of the classroom. I might as well get an A+, right?
This is the part that you
So
must
this
not
is the
skip because this is the context part.
Yeah, this is the context for the bear.
Baby UFO. The fact that there's a sentient species of UFOs is never explained. Nobody piloting it, just a UFO.
Посмотри, я выгляжу ужасно. Это твоя ошибка. Твоя вина, точнее.
Now everything shrinks and also enlarges.
Yep.
The bear actually enlarges
Опять этот
itself and becomes
мастер
the monster
уменьшитель.
bear that it is right now, which also shocks Tsuyoshi in the process.
Yeah, and the bear comes to life as well, which I find strange.
So this
know
is
what?
the other cut mini game where
Yes.
Короче, мы обещаем эту мини-НЛО отвезти к его дочке. Ой, не
It's a
дочке, а
10-minute
маме.
roller
И
coaster.
отвозим.
You do karaoke just to release your stress.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Yep.
And then
Okay.
here we go, ignorant encounter.
All right.
This is where the Simon Says UFO actually comes into play right here.
Yep.
Dad, why is he here? He there? Oh yeah, she sees him on the jumbotron at Tokyo Bay on the boat on the missile tank. Dad, don't
this
let
is
them attack.
also the part on why Teneo said it was terrible.
Yep.
Don't worry about it. Just don't let them attack.
В общем,
okay?
вы поняли, да, что все типа взаимосвязано, все 3 сюжета, они как бы происходили в одно время, все взаимосвязано на самом деле.
Alright, so now we have to communicate with the
Типа, откуда взялся шар в офисе у Танео,
What the Simon says.
и откуда вообще взялся Большой
So you
Медведь.
got an easy one first.
Yeah, I got XXX.
Mhm.
So this is
basically-
another one where I just have to see the first color.
Yep. So there are just 4
В общем, нам
combinations.
нужно
If you
следить
see
за
the first color, you
цветами
will instantly
и
know, like,
нажимать
which is one of
соответствующие
them.
кнопки.
There are 3 phases. This is just the first phase where Bramhall is going to be pressing 3 buttons. Afterwards, the second phase is going to be 5 buttons. The last phase is going to be 7 buttons. And also, this game is actually played on the PlayStation controller.
Yeah.
So it shows like the colors on the buttons.
Yeah.
Of,
So
on
like
the
that's
chip, yeah.
triangle.
Some of these patterns can take way longer than others, and this is like kind of right at the end of the game, and so this mini
У
game.
вас в
Yeah, this is the,
PlayStation
RNG
контроллере и
Yeah.
у каждой
Yeah,
кнопки
because
есть
some of the
цвета.
later patterns have fake outs too that can take a very long time.
Нолик это
And
красный,
you get to see,
а
like,
крест
you get
это
to see it cut
синий,
to, like, the newsman, you see
Ah.
graphics in the background of other stuff.
треугольник зеленый и квадрат, я так понял, розовый. Фиолетовый. Вот. И вы нажимаете тогда, когда засветилось.
Also, I do want to point
That's an
out as
easy
well,
one.
like the people behind
Только
Eureka are just
сложность в том,
walking
что оно
by,
под
just minding
разными
their own
камерами
business.
показывается.
They're not even caring about the big screen that has the UFO on it.
What? It dropped my first one. All right, that's fine. That's fine.
Я не ошибся.
Get this jerk off the screen. He's annoying. That was
Please wait.
that was blue, right?
Yeah, that was blue.
Okay.
Yeah, it's blue.
All right.
So this next phase is
I want-
going to be the 7-button phase.
Pink is okay, I think. I think the slow one
Pink
is
is
red.
alright.
The slow one's red. Green is the one I want to see. Please wait.
Nice.
Nice.
One more to go.
Yeah.
Mate kudasai.
Последняя. Ему ты куда сай, господи. Это Шуранер сказала, не я.
The amusing thing is sometimes you can see the Ferris wheel in the background.
Mhm.
All right, that's it.
Hooray!
That's good. Woo! And now everyone cheers for her, not knowing what happened. Plus the UFO was just there. It's like, yay, yay! And then, what happened?
All right, and so anyway, that chapter only had one minigame in it because they cut the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah, believe
Буквально
it or not,
пара-
if you actually fail, like a
пара
few times on
минигеймов
each of an
осталось.
encounter, it will still give you an A+ anyways because they skipped the karaoke portion of the game,
So you
so they
automatically
will
get a pass.
instantly give you an A+ anyways.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yep.
There's no place home. All right, so you'll never guess what happens next.
Дома нет места.
Another Titanic away.
Yeah.
So, okay, so far
Ему-
as I
или
know, this
не-
is
ему не
exactly
место
the same
дома.
as Tsuyoshi's one. It's
Или здесь нет места дома.
yeah,
Чё
it's
вы-
not even harder, I don't think. I think the only thing that's
Really
different is
not.
that they changed the models of the falling objects. But they're like in the
Ну
air.
вы поняли,
Change,
да?
like the patterns and that's it.
Yeah.
Other than that, this is just the same.
Японцы
thing. But yeah, the
очень
last
хотели,
games
чтобы
of
кто-нибудь
this whole
ненавидел
entire game is just endurance
эту
at this
игру.
point because,
Yeah.
like I said,
Да, здесь тоже
beginning of,
900, но все
Titanic
становится
Away,
намного
he's not
сложнее.
pressing the button. He's not pressing and holding the button to actually
Yeah, he's
fill the
mashing.
bucket up. He's mashing it. The last two minigames involve mashing, like a lot.
Yeah.
Like, I have to mash it pretty quickly as well. It's not really, it's really intensive.
Yeah, and the worst part about the last minigame is that you have to do
Yes.
alternate mashing, so it's
Yes.
even more strenuous.
Yes,
That's the one game that
Yes.
really kills my hand.
yes,
So, yeah, just like last time, this is like,
Yes.
this is kind of dead time,
Yes.
so you can
Yeah,
read donations.
this is my biggest Minecraft game,
You win?
honestly.
I've got you. We've got $50 from Sean. It has
I
been an
win?
awesome event so
Ah.
far. Thank you,
Извините.
GDQ, for such a great time and for a great cause. Can't wait for more silly games. $25 from Mollux. Love GDQ, love Silly Block. Let's get that Revengeance DLC. Still just a little over $10,000 away from that. And another 50 from Quadriceps. Hey Jack, loving this run so far. These mini games are definitely something. Putting my donation towards saving the kitties because I know you'd be proud.
Thanks, Quads.
And $25 from Zebs. I got this game as a gift years ago and never made it through the elevator. It's awesome to see a real pro utterly destroying it and for such a good cause.
Please.
Keep up the good work.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
We've got $100 from Quiche. Best of luck to everyone running. Thank you so much. It's very generous.
we're done.
Yeah, I got pwned a couple times there. That was pretty bad, but ultimately I clutched it out. So what's going to happen next is I'm gonna be on a
Закончили.
bicycle and I'm gonna be trying to outrun the giant, the lady in the red dress in the giant crane.
Yeah, and this is the final minigame.
Yeah.
You are actually being chased by Fujiko, aka the lady in the red dress.
Нужно спасаться от крана. Тут на самом деле все то же самое. Сбиваем конусы. Точнее, не сбиваем. Тут все просто на самом деле. Нам надо уткнуться в правый угол.
But also in the previous minigames that you saw on the stretcher minigame, you could actually hit onto the left or right side of the
Итак,
wall.
1500
Just like the
километров.
same thing, so he's actually simultaneously mashing 3 buttons together. So he's mashing right, X, and triangle together so that he could actually stay on the right side while avoiding these like cannonballs actually coming towards him, and also this big giant ball as well.
Yeah, so if you get hit, you don't die or lose the game. The thing that'll make you lose the game is if the crane runs you over.
Yeah, that's an instant
Yeah.
death.
So like
Yeah,
you
you
can,
only lose control.
yeah, but it does slow you down a lot. And then you
Вот, я
really
не знаю,
have to
сюжет
pick it up,
скипнется
and you
нет,
can
но,
get
в общем,
combos,
Танео
so
запишет
you
эту
just
вечеринку,
wanna prevent
и
yourself.
там будет и
If
караоке,
I
и
died in
песни, и
this, that would
пляски,
be
и
a
все остальное.
certified never happened before
Вот.
moment. I'll say that much.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it's kind of hard because I am.
Плюшевый
right-handed, so
мишка
eventually
будет
the defense-
нормальным, лодка
If my
будет
right hand
нормальной, и все станет
If
хорошо.
I'm not mistaken, time is once this hits 0.
Yeah. So yeah, this is the last minigame, and that distance meter when it hits
Вот,
0,
и
that's
еще там, на самом деле, фильм Драйв целый. Там у вас на дом падает
Yeah, it's just really strenuous.
шар железный, который падал с пятиэтажки Танео, который на него катился, и непонятно, что с этим шаром было. И этот шар катится прям в дом ваш, семейки, и все, и игра
Otherwise,
заканчивается.
like it's an auto scroller. It's not going to change my final time.
Yeah.
I think it's also one of the reasons why a lot of us do not run this game anymore because of
То
this
есть
last minigame.
Райан Гослинг отдыхает.
I stopped running this game until Bramhall actually took the world record like a few weeks ago, and then I went back and got it back and got a sub 43 on this game.
Time.
And we go ET.
Это
The
все.
train falls into
товарищи.
the water.
I want
Какие
to give
мой
a shout out
блог.
to this game in general. I've been recommended to my friends for a while, and none of them can ever find it in stores.
Вот.
So if you're at like a retro game store and you see this, I would recommend just taking advantage of it as soon as possible. I want to also say thanks to the
Ой,
IC family.
правда чудесно. Охота
Thanks to
уже
Jew-Horse and
завалиться
Yorkie
на
and F for
кроваточку.
finding most of
Вот.
these scratches. Thanks to some
И
random guy on
засыпать
GameFAQs
под
back when this game came out. Apparently he wrote a guide about it, and I took some stuff
следующие
from there as
игрушки.
well.
Вот.
Anyone else you want to pay your acknowledgements to, Juho?
Shout outs to Yorkie, shout outs to Tetsuya, shout outs to Green Snowdog who also runs this game. Shout outs to Mikuyama as well. He ran the game back in like 2019 on a certain speedrunning marathon. That's why he's here on the couch. If you do want to check me, I'm also on the marathon. I'll be running Alyssa tomorrow, so
Yeah,
stick
yeah.
around for that.
Make sure to tune into that.
Make sure to check that out.
Пока еще не
And,
спокойно, подождите.
yeah, so the ending
Игра еще
is
не
you
закончилась,
just
ранее
basically
еще не
have
ушел.
a family dinner with grandma
Другой
and
комментатор
just
не
karaoke.
пришел, эстафету не передал.
And,
There's the dog.
Yep. And yeah,
This
I-
is
Что ж,
the best
приветствую,
marathon game,
чатик.
by the way. Pesu the
Привет.
dog.
yeah. And I think that's it for Incredible Crisis, unless you have anything more to say.
Ну все, чат.
Thanks for letting me show it.
Do you want to show the
Благодарю за комментирование.
to be
Да.
continued?
That's gonna be a while.
Мы ждем
yeah.
стартап
No,
интермиссию,
I can skip
так
this,
что
I can skip the credits, and it's a-
можем
No, you can skip
подождать,
it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I can skip right to it.
попепечилить.
So at the end of the game,
Ладно, я удаляюсь.
basically
Всем
the
спасибо.
globe comes
Пока-пока.
back, and you can see the Incredible Crisis flag as well.
Yeah,
So it goes into the Earth, and then it goes into Japan, goes towards the whatever household it is. I don't remember the last name.
Tanamatsuri.
And then over here,
Yeah,
and to be continued.
and then it never was.
Did we ever
Yeah.
get Incredible Crisis?
Неожиданно.
Unfortunately, it was never.
Продолжение которого никогда не будет.
So I want to give one last thanks to GDQ for letting me show Incredible Crisis. This has been a years-long effort to get this on the stage here, so super appreciative of it. And with that,
one final thing. If you want to run this game as well, we have a Discord community as well. If you want to check it out on speedrun.com, we have a really nice speedrun community. We only have like maybe 5-6 people in there, but the IC family is just, you know, one of the best people around.
yeah, they were a huge help in helping me prepare for this marathon run. And I can't thank them enough.
Ну что, чат, как вам игра-то вообще? Весело, не весело было?